Okay, what's going on? I'm another one of the lovely members of this new to YouTube sort of thing and general shenanigans. Right now, I'm going to be tearing apart this starter. Sport engine that I'm currently working on. This bad boy. It's out of a 1969 Fiat 124 Spider, and hopefully it'll be going in my 1971 850 Sport Spider. I was gonna cold start that for you guys, but my battery's dead and the battery charger is killed itself. So we're just gonna be tearing this apart and seeing what we can see, because right now it does not work. And I'm wondering if it's just needs to be serviced. So I need some screwdrivers. So first, I'm gonna be undoing this clip. I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I looked up some videos on some starter stuff. To be frank with you, not much on this specific model, sadly. Although I don't think this has to be terribly loose for this to come off. Okay, get this coming off. Let's see if it's crusty. Okay, from what I can tell from this angle, it's not terrible. Right in there, you can see it's a bit rusty. But if you flip to this side, not so much. Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing. So we're just gonna, wait. Okay, there's no hope of getting that off, but I don't think that's going to be necessary for this. I'm trying to get a good look inside to see what's going on. Now we can also take this off. Can I even take... Yeah, I can. Now I don't know much about this engine. It was seized when we got it. I got it for 50 bucks in Eau Claire. With a transmission. The transmission seems to work. The engine was seized. Me and Zoran, we got it unstuck. I picked it up at Eau Claire with Jake, who is more or less the owner of this channel. But we went and grabbed it together. And right now the goal is to make it run, but we can't make it run without a starter. And I don't want to particularly buy a starter. Now by taking this apart, you should be able to see some of the innards, see what they look like. So on the brush side, it looks pretty good. That much is true. Now I need to see what this coil looks like, or solenoid more. Rather. It's the son of a bitch to get off. Well, it's warm today. It's a good like 25 degrees out, so it's pretty warm compared to lately. So you'd think it would maybe have an easier time busting. Now, that's looking good. So, this is the solenoid here. Now, in order to get it off, this part detached from here, I gotta take these screws out. So this basically moves this gear here. And that connects to your flywheel, which then turns your engine over. get these bad boys out now. I might be making a big mistake doing this. Who knows? Had one of those ratchet wrenches in the 8 now. I only have it in 10. It's I bought it specifically for my carburetor for my Fiat. His name's also Antonio. A little nickname he got. So this might be a bad idea. Good sir. So on here, there's a little part that goes to your ignition switch, which basically allows, because this always has power in it, but then there's a part that the ignition switch goes in that basically is like, hey, now you're gonna do the thing. And I didn't know where it was, and honestly, I'm just guessing. So right here, you get your terminals that have the actual power going in. And I thought it was this earlier for the ignition switch. Like an idiot. I think it might be this. It's kind of dirty. I might have to clean it up. I wanted to cold start my Fiat for you guys because I haven't started it since September, October maybe. Because it started snowing in November. So maybe late October, early November. And I wanted to run it because it's now February. Honestly coming up on March by this point. I thought it'd be cool to start it for myself and for people watching. But I don't know if that's going to be really realistic, considering I don't think that charger's working in the slightest. The light's not coming on. It's kind of a crappy charger to begin with that I should have. Yeah, when you're doing this sort of thing, pay attention to what you're doing, because I didn't. I sure as hell did. Oh, come on, you Yankee Doodle Dandy. Come on, you know you want it. Was I a bit of an idiot for taking this part apart? Yes. Do I regret my actions? No. We don't regret our actions. We just learn from them. Ah, shh. Okay. Got it. Just a little bit of persuasion is all she needed. Remember, guys, if it's not working, hit it. Just kidding, that's a bad joke. We are not old men from the 50s. We do not beat our spouses over minute things. We should be nice to our wives and our spouses and our significant others, our husbands. Why? I don't know. Because my mom told me so. It's cold in here. I've got the sunflower heater going in the background behind my engine. They have a rip in the crotch. So they're work pants now. Why also not be a little stylish while working on your shit? Ah, shit. Okay. That's back. We're back, baby. Bada bing. This bitch. How did I get this on in the first place? Okay. So, I'm figuring that out right now. I was gonna say it's later me problem, but it's quite literally not. Yeah. How? this way. My hands are kind of cold. It's cold in here. If I could hear the glorious clicking noise that I desperately want to hear. Now, I need one more of these wires then. Because I'm going to try hooking it up. To what I think might be the ignition switch on this thing. I don't know. So I got myself some fancy dancy chicken wire. It looks like a giant slinky. Take some handy dandy tin snips and whoop. I don't know why I'm showing you this. Don't do this. So I'm gonna stick these in some terminals. It'll just stick in there. If I had actual wires, this would work a lot better, but I don't have any spare wires because nobody in my family does this sort of thing. Whoa! That, it's working! So, you stick that screwdriver so it's metal on metal. Come on. Those sparks mean that there's electricity. Not a lot, but some. Damn it. Although you heard it. You must have heard it, but there is a small bit of life left, at least to that solenoid. Okay. I need to find. Also, this battery could be very much dead. But I want electrical tape because I don't want to zip myself. Okay. Now, we could also just... Okay, I don't think that's going to work. Okay, it worked a second ago. This battery might be dead. Well, it did something. Not a whole lot, but it did something. But yeah.